show is like none other we have ever done before. In the next hour, you are actually going to see one man's journey to become a fully transitioned female. His dream is going to be fulfilled. You're going to see him days before sex reassignment surgery, which is today. And then minutes later, through the magic of television, ting, 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 he's going to be back, all woman. And then later this hour, wow. Yeah. And later this hour, I'm going to introduce you to another man who was actually a member of our Tyra staff, who is beginning down that very same road of becoming transgender. And I think he feels safe enough because I'm always like, oh, I love you no matter what you are. So he's like, he works on the Tyra show, so he feels safe because this is a safe place. But let's start at the very beginning, when one young boy was just realizing what he was truly meant to be.
I was born David Ray Lee in a small town of Bee Branch, Arkansas. When I was little and I saw myself naked, I knew that there was this thing attached there that shouldn't be there. I always felt like a foreign object. I felt like it wasn't there. I felt like I had the wrong anatomy.
Imagine spending your life feeling like the reflection you saw in the mirror betrayed you.
As young as I can remember, I knew as early as 3 years old that I was different. I knew that I wanted to play with dolls. I wanted to put on mom's makeup. And I knew I had all those feelings, and I knew that they didn't match with what was on the outside and what my parents encouraged me to do and that sort of thing.
How does a son explain to his parents that inside he feels like a little girl?
I begged and begged and begged my mom if I could have a My Little Pony, because it wasn't necessarily a doll. It was more like a horse. I remember playing with them in my bedroom and being afraid when Dad came home because I thought he might tease me for playing with this curly little pony. And I do even remember after I had them a couple of weeks, they convinced me to throw them away. I kind of had to throw that side of me away because I knew that they didn't approve of it. And so I just tried to be kind of, I guess, the child that they wanted me to be. It was just kind of hard to kind of suppress those feelings inside, knowing that I wanted to do everything that little girls wanted to do, but yet I had to portray this image of a boy and do all the things that they wanted me to do.
David's only dream was to wake up a girl.
Going to sleep at night, crying myself to sleep, just praying that I would miraculously wake up as a girl. Over the years, I kind of realized that, you know, the answer is that to love myself and that there are ways to achieve what I want in life.
Please welcome Alaina. Hi. Oh, it's so great to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Have a seat.
Thank you.
You're pretty.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't expect you to be so you're like pretty.
Oh, thank
Isn't
you.
she? I mean, you've made a really brave decision, and she's just days away from her sex reassignment surgery. So thank you for sharing this entire journey. We're like going to go through the whole process with her. So you grew up in a really conservative environment. Like, what town are you from?
I'm from Bee Branch, Arkansas.
Bee Branch, Arkansas.
Population 63.
People?
People. And I grew up on a farm with 2 brothers. So, yes, it was from a very conservative background.
How did it feel being, like, there's 3 brothers, but you felt like there were just 2 brothers in that family?
Exactly. I was the middle child. I always felt like the girl. I always felt like the daughter, the sister. So, yeah, anytime we were playing, they were outside playing baseball or basketball. I wanted to be inside playing the piano or playing with dolls or that sort of thing.
And you said you felt like Daddy's little girl.
Yeah, when I was growing up, you know, when you're young and you want to sit in Daddy's lap and watch cartoons and that sort of thing, I wanted to dress up. I would beg my mom if I could put bows in my hair, and I was even caught one time putting on lipstick in her room.
So how did your mom react to you being this little boy in her lipstick?
Well, she just thought maybe that was a phase that's when you have a little boy, maybe sometimes that's typical for them to go through.
And your dad?
And my dad, you know, I could tell even at that age that they were a little uncomfortable with it, and they tried to encourage me to play basketball and to play baseball, that sort of thing, and work on the farm and do outdoor things.
I heard you were really good at basketball, though.
Yes, actually I was. I was the starting center for my high school basketball team. Of course, being 6'3", I had a little height advantage there, so yeah.
Oh, gosh. So you were like, do and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. And tell me about college. So did you date girls in college at all when you were a boy?
I went out on dates with girls, but I never had a girlfriend. I was just trying to find my place and trying to do what I thought I was supposed to do. I was raised in this environment and in this background and this setting where, you know, I was supposed to be a boy and date girls and eventually get married and have kids.
Tell me about the hormones. You've been taking hormones now.
Correct. For about 2 years and 9 months now. I started hormone therapy when I finally decided to do the transition. It did help me develop some breast tissue. It also helped minimize body hair, helped my hair to grow. It helped with my voice. It just softened all my features and just made everything more feminine.
It sounds like some women would want that. I'm not saying you to take hormones.
A lot of my friends,
right? She said like bigger boobs, less hair on your legs.
All my friends had told me that when I started. They're like, well, I want to take hormones.
I want that. Okay, so you've gone through a lot of surgeries, except for the, we know what, that's what we're going to be following, is that the main surgery. So give me the list of the surgeries that you've been through.
Well, I started out with rhinoplasty, and I just wanted to make my nose a little more feminine from the profile. I've also had breast augmentation. I had an upper lip.
What size breast are you?
I am a 38C bra.
Okay. So you've had the breast, you've had the nose.
I had an upper lip implant when I had my nose done, just to make the upper lip a little more full.
Okay. What's hairline lowering? What does that mean?
I just had that recently done because due to being a male, born a male, I had a little bit of receding hairline, male pattern baldness. So they basically took hair and just kind of flapped that over.
Okay, and then laser hair removal on the face and the neck. Okay, this is interesting to me. Electrolysis on your face.
Yes.
But you've also had electrolysis down there.
Yes, on my privates, just to prepare me for my final surgery, because that hair has to be cleared for the actual surgery, because they use that skin to actually create that.
The JJ.
The JJ, yes.
Okay. Do you consider yourself gay, or that wants to be a woman, or a woman inside of your body?
I really consider myself a female, a woman trapped inside a man's body. I mean, I did go through that process of trying to find myself. Well, I thought, well, maybe this would fulfill this part of me being a gay male. But I knew when I was dating men at the time, they wanted me to see me as a gay male, and I felt like a woman, and I wanted to date a straight man as a straight woman. That's how I feel inside.
And so when you date now, I'm going to ask you a private question about your private parts.
Sure.
Does the lower region, the penis, does it work?
It does. Even though I'm on hormone therapy, it still is functioning.
Okay.
So yeah, it's still working until this Friday. It will be working differently.
Okay. When you are intimate, do you involve that part of your body?
It does depend. Usually I do, because most people want to experience satisfaction or pleasure through that. So whether it's me or my partner, yes, I do engage that part of it.
After the surgery happens, it won't be there anymore.
Correct.
And you won't have that sensation for pleasure of sex, because I don't know if you can construct a clitoris.
You can. They can construct the clitoris.
From nerve endings?
You sure can, so that you do have sensation, and you can still achieve the big O, as I like to call it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Amazing.
Okay, we have more with Elena. We're going to meet her mama and her man. We'll be right back. Up next, the answers you want to know about Elena's upcoming operation. Are you scared? I mean, when guys get kicked down there, they throw up and they curl up in a ball. I mean, you're not just getting kicked, it's getting snipped. And later, our Tyra Show cameras take you inside the operating room for Elena's sex reassignment surgery. Today we're stepping into the shoes of two people that are transitioning genders right before our very eyes. Still with me is Elena, and she's a transgender woman who is just days away from undergoing surgery to complete her journey into womanhood. And when we say completing the journey, we mean that final snip. Joining us now is Elena's mother, Carolyn. Tell me about this effect on you of having a little boy. You had 3 little boys, but you're about to have 2 boys and a daughter. Genetically, I mean, not anatomically, a daughter. How was that in the beginning for you when you noticed that that your son at the time was different?
Well, up until college, we were, I guess you could use the word blissfully unaware. You know, but until college, we didn't know. But you talked about having the children. I had 3 sons, and I lost the oldest one in a traffic accident at 19. So. Although his father is not as accepting of Alaina as I am, I don't intend to lose another child. I love this one deeply.
Yeah. And that's great because there are so many children and teenagers that kill themselves when they feel that they are David on the outside but Alaina on the inside. So I think it's really beautiful that you accept your child for who your child feels and thinks that they are.
Exactly.
You know, I think that's beautiful. How is dating for you? What do you do? Because you look very girly.
Well,
so
thank you. That was the issue when I go out and guys give me their phone number or they ask for mine. They usually don't know, so I have to be very cautious about that.
Because to me, you're 6'3", so you're obviously very tall. But you don't look manly, so I would think like volleyball player.
Right. They just asked me if I play volleyball or basketball or if I model, and I was like, sure. You know? Sure. So yeah, it was a little awkward because I didn't want to tell just anyone, so I might give them my phone number, and if I felt the need or inclined to do so, I might tell them. So, and then dating, it was just I never really had a steady boyfriend because I would just go out on a couple of dates here and there. So
and
it was just
scared to tell them. Did you ever tell somebody and they tried to hurt you or cuss you out? Or
one time I was at a club once and. I didn't tell someone. I was just dancing with this person, and someone else told them, and yes, he got very mad and actually hit me. So
he did.
Luckily, everyone there jumped on him and threw him out. But, I mean, that's the only incident I've ever had. Most people are just like, wow, I didn't know, but thank you for telling me, that sort of thing.
Thank you for telling me, and I'm going to leave.
Yeah,
thank you for telling me.
That.
Oh, good luck with that. See you later. Okay, well, you have somebody that you love very much now. Her boyfriend is waiting backstage. This is the love of her life. Let's bring him out. Come on out. So this is Sean. Hi, Sean.
Hello.
So, Sean, everybody's wondering, are you gay?
No.
I'm just going to go straight out and ask you. So you're not gay?
No, I'm
Haven't
not.
had gay experiences?
Never.
No.
No.
So what made you attracted to a woman that used to be a man?
I don't. It's with anything. It's an attraction. I mean, you know, some people like this or that.
Yeah.
With me, when I saw Alaina, I was attracted to Alaina. And, you know, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
So
she is beautiful.
I was like,
but when
wow.
you found out, because she says in the past she'd meet guys, nice guys, and then she'd tell them, and they'd say, good luck with that, peace out. Love ya, but I'm out. What made you stay and not get freaked out?
Well, I knew about it. So going in...
Oh, you knew immediately? You knew at the gym?
I knew that.
Okay, when you look at the pictures of Alaina when she was David, when she was a young boy, there's one right there. What do you see?